going to be working on orders. I have quite a few orders, and I think I have like maybe 4 or 5. And so I'm just going to be working on that. I have quite a few trans stripe packers, and I just switched the pink that I'm using. So I'm hoping that that's cool with everyone. I like this pink a lot better. When I ordered online, I didn't feel like the color that they showed online was accurate, like initially. So I got this pink that was like more like corally, and the trans pride um, flag is a lot more like baby pink. So yeah, I just started using this. I just cracked this ball open, and now I'm going to be working with this color exclusively. So I think that other color was literally called coral. This is called rose pink. And it looked a lot darker online, but that's just what it is, isn't it? I don't have any snippies in this room, and it's been annoying me, but I'm too lazy to go get snippies. Okay. I know it's early. I've been up since 4. I've been waking up pretty early ever since I switched my sleep medicine. But like in her sleep, dropped an elbow right on my back of my head, and I haven't been able to get back to sleep. So we're just gonna try to roll with it. Also went to bed pretty early last night, so I don't know if any of my other neurodivergent friends or maybe headache sensitive friends, sound sensitive friends, um, have this happen, but like sometimes like just like sound is so overwhelming that like you're like, I've got to get out of here. I've got to leave. So I just went to bed super early, and yeah, that's what happened. So I do have earbuds that help with my sound sensitivity. I have a pair of loops. I don't like them that much, if I'm being honest. I did a video a while ago comparing the loop um, noise kind of cancellation earbuds to the Flare audio ones. And I like the Flares a lot better, but both of them are pretty easy to lose, especially the Flares. So I've managed to lose both of them now. I think I might have an idea of where my loops are, but again, I just don't really like them. They're not super effective. They just kind of like dull everything rather than doing like actual noise cancellation. And the thing with the flares and the loops are that you can still function and still talk and still interact with people and like hear important noises that you need to hear without without the kind of background noise that can kind of get a little bit overstimulating sometimes. So one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, and we're at 8, and then we're going to do 2 in this stitch. Okay, so right now it looks like a tiny little boat, or you can have it splayed out like that, but we're going to be folding it like that. See where I cut my yarn. It's kind of becoming a little frayed, so I try to handle that as I see it rather than waiting to the end, because the likelihood that I'll see it is pretty low once the finished product is done. Just a little tip, handling things while you got them. Not always good about that, but try to be. Two in between the increases. Welcome in. I'm just working on orders. I have a couple, I think I have 4 or 5 orders that I need to work on. So yeah, so that's what I'm doing. As I said before, I know it's pretty early, but I've just been waking up early lately, and then also Mel accidentally elbowed me in the back of the head at like 4 a.m. and I haven't been able to get back to sleep. So double and a double, but just increase, and then we're gonna keep on going with men. Yeah, so I know it's early, and I know, I used to kind of appeal to the late night crowd. Now I'm, on the early riser side, which I never in my life thought that would happen. I'm not a morning person generally, but I just can't get back to sleep anymore. So it's like, okay, we're up. Okay, so on to the next round. And this will be our final increase round. Oh, the yarn's getting tangled. Oh, God. So, if you didn't watch my last video, I frogged progress that I was making on like a sparkly silver and rainbow bag, and I had made quite a bit of progress before I realized that I'm making warm fuzzy mittens. You're breathing easier? Yes, I'm breathing much easier. Occasionally, like, I find myself getting like winded a little bit more often, but but overall, like, I feel like I can honestly get like a full breath, which is really nice because like before I was, you know, Thanks for coming in, Darsha. You enjoying that yarn? I've loved seeing your projects with it because, like, some yarn you see and it inspires you and you just want to make stuff. Like, I had all this yarn and it inspired me at one point, and then, like, all of a sudden it just wasn't, like, hitting the spot anymore. And so I'm really glad that you were able to just take it and run. Did I see the mittens? So cute. Which mittens? Are they on Army of Weirdos? Oh, yeah, those. Oh my gosh, yes. They are so cute. I love the stitch you use. I love everything about that. And I remember, like, looking at that yarn being like, wow, it's so pretty. And I could not for the life of me figure out what to do with it. Are they cozy? They look very, very cozy, very comfy. And they're just gorgeous. Great, great job. Nice. They are. You did such a great job. That stitch is so freaking perfect. Like, you nailed it. Like, I never would have thought to use it that way. So I'm glad it's in good hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Three, and then do our increase. 8, 2, 3, 4, 1. I hate when they, like, start a new, like, ball of anything and it's just like you just get like a little, like, even just a little barf is so annoying. I have beads to make into stitch markers. Oh, nice. That is really, really nice. I like that a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I kind of oscillate between how many times I, like, will use stitch markers. Like, sometimes I'm very stitch marker heavy, like I need to, like, stitch mark, like, everything. And then other times I just don't use my stitch markers that often. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if that makes me a better crocheter or worse crocheter. Because sometimes my counts are really off. And I'm like, how did this happen? Okay, so that was the last row of my increase. This is the pink. It's a nice, I mean, I think rose pink is a perfect description of this color. Now, with the stripe patterns, I found it very difficult to keep it consistent with how much of each color I put into each like how long each section is, because I've tried measuring them before and tried to use that to divide up the colors, but I still find it really difficult to get my colors spaced evenly, so I'm just doing my best. Um, but yeah, so this is the trans stripe. It's going to be a 5 inch. So the scrotum part is about 4 inches, and then they're requesting 5 inches, so it'll be 9 inches. So it's gonna be a little less than 2 inches per stripe color. But for some reason I just can't get it quite right, and it's fairly annoying. So now we're gonna go for 4 rows with no increases, no decreases. But I love that. I love that idea of using number beads as stitch markers. That's such a good idea. Um, because especially when you're counting rows, for me, that is something that is so difficult and I really do struggle with. So I think that's such a genius idea. I love that so much. Um, what I'll do sometimes, something that works for me, especially because I have a bunch of different colors of stitch markers. I got this off of Amazon, and it's all different colors of stitch markers. Um, yeah, I don't want to use stitch markers, but I recount since I do the same thing. So what I do with the different colors is I'll have 2 colors, let's say, and so I will I will like let's say every 10, or if there's a change in the pattern or something, I'll put one color, and then the next change in the pattern I'll do another color, and that'll help me kind of keep track of the different stages of the pattern. Or you know counts are always tricky. If I have to do a chain, I always use stitch marker, a long chain. I always use stitch markers because I cannot keep track of that. But I'll do the same thing where I alternate colors. So I know if I do blue and orange, I know every blue is 20. Um, and so that helps me a lot. But honestly, whatever you can do to make it work, that's the goal, right? I had a dream where I found my Clover 3.5 millimeter, and now I'm really upset because I can't find it. And then frogging multiple times. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would pick it up, but I know I would tangle it more. Like all across my desk is just like a frogged mess. And I know if I pick it up, it'll just tangle. So I'm just I'm just gonna work over it. Once I get maybe halfway through the orders, I'll pick it back up so that I can get it out of my way. Frogging is always disheartening. I have found that it does make me a better crocheter. I think at the beginning when we start crocheting, we think that we're to learn to use the striping yarn correctly. It looks so pretty. Yeah, I feel like I haven't unlocked the secret to a lot of self-striping yarn, if I'm being honest. I feel like I can never get the full punch of it. Um, so I feel like I know what you're saying, where it's I don't really know. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can never quite get the vibe right. So I would love to learn that as well. So if you learn the secret, please let me know. Yeah. I honestly, for a long, like, I love the way self-striping yarn looks and balled up, and I love when other people use it. But whenever I try to use it, I just don't feel like I get like the effect that I want, and it's really like annoying. So I have some self-striping yarn that I kind of tend to buy and then get rid of because I don't, you know, I don't really, use it. So I just kind of get like paralysis of like, how do I use this properly? And I have some patterns I need to work on. There's one pattern I've been working on for a while that I need to really make sure that I can um, figure out. But right now, I'm just like, I don't have time. And I think if I hadn't been sick, I would have had more time. Last one I had individual colors and striped it myself. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, I did color control on when I made my Lost Soul shawl because so like I don't know if you've done that shawl before, but it's a bottom up shawl, and and so I use the neon stripes or whatever it's called, the bright stripe from Red Heart, and I used it, and so the stripes were in longer sections because there's a shorter, you know, amount to go, right? But as I got higher and higher, I was like, these stripes are gonna start getting really short. So what I did is I like combined two balls basically, and so I would, let's say it went from like yellow to orange, and then I would take the other ball and attach the orange with an invisible knot, and then I would do like orange to pink with that ball, and then I would switch over to the other ball. It was so annoying, but I feel like it looked so much better because the length of the stripe actually was long enough to like have an impact rather than be like a small section. But like, I don't like color control. I know a lot of people um, do like doing. I don't know if anyone likes doing it, but I know a lot of people do it. But I just don't really have the patience for that. But it does look so much better, I have to admit. Okay, just keep on going around and around and around and around. So at the end of this series of uh, rows, I'm going to switch colors to. Oh no, this is blue is the first color of the flag. Oh no. Oh, I gotta frog this whole thing. I'm not gonna frog it. I'm just gonna leave it. Oh no, I have to frog it because I'm gonna have to use the yarn. Oh shit. Okay. Okay. So, well, that's fun. That's great. So I'm gonna frog. I'm gonna start rolling up the ball from the closest end to the skein, so that it's not backwards. I could put it through my winder, but I just feel like that's more trouble than it's worth, especially when we have some knots back here. I can't believe I forgot the order of the flags. I just was like, oh, I need pink because, and then I realized I was on to like the next shade of pink. So I just assumed that. Ugh, I'm so annoyed. Ugh. This looks weird. Ugh. Okay, so don't you just hate not distracted talking? Yeah. Okay. I know some people love to untangle yarn. I'm not one of these people. I dislike it heavily. It makes me very unhappy, and I just want to rage quit. But it's not like usually that bad. If it's not usually that bad, I'll try to take the time to do it. I remember there was one point very early on in my crochet career where I I thought for some reason that everyone caked up all of their yarn, like regardless of like what it was. So I would take like Caron 1 pound like skeins and then try to like make them entirely into cakes. I, I don't I don't know why I did that. I thought that's what everybody did. And I remember there was this one particular ball that was just so hellaciously tangled. It was so bad. And my wife and her friend liked the kind of puzzled nature of untangling it. And so they spent a lot of time detangling it, and it was just like, this is so unnecessary. It didn't have to be this way. Okay, so I'm just winding up this yarn, and then we'll get to frogging what I made so far, which sucks because, I mean, that's, like a fifth of the backer. Or whatever. Next time I'll just pay more attention. I get a little sleep. Shawl and the ball yarn tangles. Oh, really? I know a lot of people like it, and I've always been curious about it, but I don't really make shawls, so I just always am like, I don't really know what else to make with it. I feel like a cardigan would be really cute. Okay, so now we're at the frogging part, and I'm just gonna ball up this yarn so that when I am ready to use it, when it is time to actually use it, I will be able to. Yeah. Oh, so you haven't gone to sleep yet. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, that was me. And then, like, I started sleep medicine. Knocks me out pretty quickly. It's like within like 15 to 30 minutes. Ooh. Yeah, I bet. I bet that was awesome. Just my dad. Have a great day. Only sleep a couple hours at a time. Well, that is rough on your physical and mental health. Feel free so bad. Yeah, get some sleep. I'll be around. It's nice to see you. I'm sorry you're not sleeping well, but I hope that gets a little bit better for you. So I just have like this weird like hemorrhoids. situation going on. But yeah, I can't believe it took me that long to realize that I didn't do the colors right. Ugh, that's so annoying. I mean, I guess I could have gotten further, but I didn't realize that, but I'm just blanked. Okay, so I'm gonna go and I guess restart this order. So, love you very much. I'll talk to you later.